Hello techies. In the upcoming sessions, we will learn and work with web services or web API using Power Automate Desktop. Before going to work with invoke web service action at Power Automate Desktop, we will learn the basics on web API. In this tutorial, we will learn few concepts. We will learn what is API. We will learn what is web API. What are the types of APIs available and what are the available methods in Web API, and we will learn what are the different status code of Web API. Alright, before we understand what is Web API, we will learn about API. Technically, API stands for Application Programming Interface. It is an interface which interacts between multiple software applications or mixed hardware or mixed software. The main purpose of an API is to provide input or output given by the flow. An API enables data transmission between one software product and another. This is the basic understanding of API. Now we will see what is Web API. A web API is an application programming interface for the web. A web API is a framework for building HTTP-based services that can be accessed from different applications on different platforms such as web, Windows, mobile, etc., which including browsers and mobile devices. Web application helps to exchange information on the internet and also helps to perform a secure transaction on websites. All right. Now I will explain you about the web API by taking a small example in real-time scenario. Where exactly we are going to use this web API? The best example is online shopping. If you see on my screen, on my left hand side, I'm having a lot of online shopping websites are available. One is Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Jio, Jabong. These are all different online websites for the shopping purpose, right? And what you will do when you go for the online shopping, you will add some of the items in your cart and then you will go ahead and you will check out to pay the amount, right? And after that, you will select the particular payment gateway over there, like you're going to use UPI or internet banking and different ways of payments like credit card, debit card. These are all the things will be provided by the payment web API. Like such a way, we are having PayPal and different ways out there, different web APIs out there. So once you are going to select that particular way of paying amount, then in that case, it will redirect to the particular banks, right? How it is going to be redirecting and how all the banks are be connected to the payment gateway, that is payment web API. Through that, you are going to use online shopping for the payment of what are the items you have purchased. This is one of the best example for the web API. These services can be accessed by different kind of users like who are using web browsers or mobile applications or desktop applications or IoT, Internet of Things. So I hope you understand where exactly we are going to use this web API. Now we'll see what are the different types of web APIs available. There are four most common types of web APIs. Out of them, SOAP and REST APIs are most commonly used. I will explain you about one by one. First, we'll see with REST API. REST API stands for Representational State Transfer. REST API is not a protocol like other web services. Instead, it is a set of architectural principles. REST API having only the state of the object is to be sent to the server to find the desired result. REST API is an architectural style in which a web service can only be treated as RESTful service if it follows the particular constraints of being client server, stateless, cacheable, layered, and uniform interface. REST API uses multiple standards like HTTP, JSON, URL, and XML for the data communication and transfer. REST API has SSL and HTTPs for the security purpose. And also, REST API does not need much of the bandwidth for its usage. This is the major purpose where we are going to use REST APIs in our real-time scenario. And also, we are having SOAP. SOAP stands for Simple Object Access Protocol. As SOAP is an XML-based protocol for developing the connected web applications. SOAP was designed with a specification which includes a WSDL file, stands for Web Service Description Language, which has the required information on what the web service does, in addition to the location of the web service. SOAP API is largely based on uses only the HTTP and XML. SOAP API needs more bandwidth for its usage, and also SOAP only works with XML formats. Now we'll see what are the different methods of Web API available. One, we have get, post, put, delete. These are the major methods we are going to use in REST API. Along with that, we are having different methods like patch, connect, trace, and etc. Now we'll discuss about these methods in brief. To perform these actions, like to create a resource, read a resource, update a resource, or delete a resource, we can use HTTP methods called REST methods. Now, I will explain these methods one by one when we are going to use these methods. Now, we'll start with get method. Get method is used to retrieve the data from the CRUD operations. It is used to read from the particular resource. For an example, you want to read the data from the database from the employee table. Then in that case, you are going to use get method. Now, post method. Post method refers to create as a part of the CRUD operation, like create, read, update, and delete. If you want to add a new data or the new employee data to the particular table inside the database, then you are going to use the method called post method. All right. Now, put method is used to update the particular record in the database. It's referred as update inside the CRUD operations. Now, finally, we have delete. This method refers to delete, which is a part of the CRUD operations. It is used for deleting the resource. For an example, if I want to delete a record from the particular database table, then in that case, I'm going to use delete method. Along with that, as we observed there, the patch is there, different methods are there, trace, connect are there, which are not that much important right now. All right. REST API is the best web API used for distributed systems. A distributed database is used everywhere a database stores data on which CRUD operations such as create, retrieve, update, and delete operations are performed. They are used to perform four possible actions as we said, that is one is create, read, update, and delete. Now we'll see what are the different types of status codes are available in the web API. You can see on my screen there are the different code status codes are available. One is 200, code 200. It's a response from the web API to say that, okay, everything's worked as expected, what we have given the input and we got an output from the particular web API. In that state, we will get the code as 200 over there. As the response code, we'll get it as 200. Now, 201, a resource was successfully created in response to a post request. In such a way, I'm going to create a resource by using post method. In that case, if it has been successfully, resource has been successfully created, in that case, we'll get it as 201. In the same way, 204 is used for delete request, and 304, the resource was not modified, you can use a cache version. And 400, bad request, 401, authentication failed. And the major one is 500. If there is any internal server errors will come, in that case we'll get it as 500. And you can see 403, the authentication user is not allowed to access the specified API endpoint. 404, the requested resource does not exist. In such cases, if you're going to give some kind of post operation, if the post method is not available inside the web API, in that case, it will give the status code as 404. And 422, if you see for the data validation fails, in that case, you will get 422. If there is any unsupported media types out there, in that case, you will get 415. And you will see one more important one, 429. If there are too many requests are coming for the web API, the request was rejected due to rate of limiting. In this case, that we are having 429. It's a kind of performance loading issues. At the time, you will get 429. I hope you understand what is API, and also we learn what is web API and types of APIs, and also different methods are available in web API, and we have learned the different status codes available in web API. In the next session, I will show you a small example of the web API with the different methods which I have created on my own. I will give you a brief idea about that web API, how to use that web API in the upcoming session. Thank you for watching Power Automate tutorials. If you have any queries related to this concept, please post them in the comment section. I will see you in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.